The woman fainted at an altitude of 10,000 meters. Slowly, she began to slide off the balloon. Her speed increased rapidly, and Lisa immediately woke up. She tried to grab the rope attached to the hot air balloon, but it was too late. Fortunately, she had a rope tied around her body, which saved her life at that dangerous moment. However, she was now hanging upside down at an altitude of 10,000 meters. In order to survive, Lisa began to swing her legs. After her relentless efforts, she was finally temporarily safe. At this point, her boyfriend had also fallen into a coma. The surface of the balloon was covered in ice and snow. Worse still, the exhaust valve was frozen shut and could not be opened normally. The balloon was flying higher and higher. If the exhaust valve was not opened soon, they would soon suffocate from lack of oxygen. To survive, Lisa decided to take the risk of climbing to the top of the balloon to open the exhaust valve and lower the hot air balloon. After climbing for an unknown amount of time, Lisa finally reached the edge of the hot air balloon. However, there was still a distance to the top. Lisa tried to grab the rope beside her, but an accident occurred. She was hanging upside down on the balloon again. Lisa's brain was severely oxygen deprived, but thinking of her boyfriend, Lisa suddenly found the strength to fight on. She used all her strength to adjust her body and successfully grabbed the rope nearby. Using the rope, Lisa finally climbed up. At this point, the balloon had reached a certain height, and she didn't have much time left. She finally climbed to the top of the balloon. Although she was exhausted, she still didn't dare to rest, because if she wasn't careful, she would fall from here. But because the ice layer was too thick, Lisa couldn't open the exhaust valve with her hands. So she slowly stood up and kicked the exhaust valve with all her strength. Finally, through her efforts, the exhaust valve opened. To prevent it from freezing again, she took off her shoes and wedged them there. The hot air balloon began to slowly descend. Just as Lisa thought she was about to be saved, she discovered a terrifying fact. The snowflakes falling before her eyes had stopped. This meant the hot air balloon was descending rapidly. Lisa frantically grabbed the rope of the exhaust valve, trying to remove the shoe stuck on it, and closed the valve to slow the balloon's descent. Unfortunately, she accidentally pulled the valve open completely, causing the balloon to descend even faster. Lisa was now panicking. If they couldn't solve the problem, they would soon die here.